I'll tell you what, that was one heck of a scrape right there. Well, we just came upon a fresh leg bone, pretty good sized femur. Part of the hoof right there. So maybe there's a big deadhead laying in here somewhere. Maybe we'll find it. Okay, so I just spotted this. He hasn't made it up there yet. But you can see there's a deadhead right there. Hunt, hunt, hunt. Good boy. What is it, boy? What is it, boy? Levy, you just gonna pee on it? Levy, look at this. Little buck, but hey, it's something. Levy, come, come, come. Not as interested in the heads. What do you think? But on the bright side, we're on the board for today. We're about 10 minutes into our walk, so just hoping we can turn up a shed. We're gonna leave this here for now. It's kind of hard to carry it around with a one hand and film at the same time. So, Levy, come. I had surgery on my finger this past week, so in recovery. Nothing major, just cut some cut a nerve, so they had to stitch that together. So we'll keep at it. Levy just found something and brought it to me, but it was not a shed. It is half of a beaver jawbone. So leave it, leave it. Keep going. Tell you what, they just have no mercy around here. But looks like that's the find for the day. Heading back to the truck now before it gets dark. Well, it is quite cold today. I've got flannel over my jacket, and it's about 10:30 or so. We're gonna go try and find something today. We'll see. There's definitely some fresh ones on the ground now. It's the 16th here, so we'll see. Levy's ready to roll. Hopefully he'll behave today, and I've got us a route planned out on some land I've never walked before, so we'll see how it goes. So the idea in here is that Levy works this thick drainage, and I don't have to go crawling through there. And I work the side of this, on the upland side. And that is the goal of this. But whether it works, we'll see. Well, Levy doesn't know it, but he's been in there working this little drainage we've been on. It's a little rub right here we just walked up on, just now seeing. But we just jumped a buck. He's still holding both sides. A bad little rub. It's the first one I've seen in here. I'm gonna try to get him back in there working this drain. Pretty thick stuff. The buck just jumped up from over in here. So you can see Levy running through there. Hopefully we turn something up. It's definitely a lot warmer down here in this bottom, so. Well, Levy picked up on his scent, that's for sure, because he just took off running like a bat out of hell. So eventually caught him back down here to me, scolded him. Better than yesterday. That's why we quit yesterday, was because he ran off so far. He ran like 300 yards away from me and ended up down in a swamp. I had to go track him down. Thankfully I had this isn't the remote, this is the shot collar remote, but I've got this nice Garmin tracking collar on him. Thankfully. It'd take me forever to figure out where he was if I didn't have it. That's why I brought him earlier today. It's only about 12 o'clock now. Plenty of daylight means plenty of time to find him if he runs off, so we'll keep hunting. He's gonna learn eventually. He's still less than a year old, so we gotta work out some of these kinks. Okay, so I just spotted a shed. Looks like a shed from here. On the opener there, it's pretty chewed up. Levy, hunt. Levy, hunt. Hey, hunt, hunt. Levy. Levy. Hunt. 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 Levy, hunt. 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 Good boy. Good boy. Bring. Levy. No. No. Bring. Levy, bring. Well, I had to quit recording. He was not doing much for me with the phone in my hand. So he ended up bringing it to me finally. Here it is right here. It's a shed. You can't tell much about it. He wants it now. Now that I got it, I hyped him up real big. To it, it's chewed up as it is. But hey, still counts. He retrieved it. So his second retrieve. So we'll keep on walking. I've done about 3.5 miles, and I think he's up a little over 5 at this point. All the little running around and stuff he does. So it's good for him to finally get on one today. We're kind of headed back towards the truck right now. It's good to be on the board for the day. We're gonna keep on pushing this way, and maybe we'll turn up something a little bit better quality. This isn't worth a whole lot. It's pretty much a dog chew as it is, so it's barely even got any base to it. You can see a little bit of an antler burr and part of the pedicle sitting right there. The sun wasn't so bad. Yeah, a little bit better. So keep moving. I just happened to see this little guy as we was walking by, hidden in that pine straw like he was. So keep on moving. We're still on the way back to the car right now, but we'll take it. Well, just walked up on this shed buck. Pretty old. I say he's been here a couple of years. Pretty porous, just breaking apart. Interesting. That's all for us for the day. We picked up these two. And this was the first right here. And this was that second one. I'm not sure if it was last year's or not. It's really chewed. It honestly is about right for the one that, give. No. He thinks they're his. Hey, sit. It really could be off that buck, that deadhead that we picked up yesterday. So we'll give it a look when we get back to the house. What you think, boy? It's just me today. Back on some public ground, and I would say we're definitely in a spot where we're gonna hit money, but looking, the sun's not the best, and it's just still early. I just saw a squirrel, so who knows how much they've been chewed in here also. I'm hoping though. Hoping we can. I left Levy at the house today because I didn't want to work him too hard after I worked him so far yesterday. Figured I found some stuff. If it wasn't too big, I'd just leave it laying and mark it on my map and bring him back here sometime next week and let him do the retrieving. Get that practice in. That's what I really need. So that's what he really needs. So we're gonna give it a couple hours in here and hopefully pull out something. Not a bad buck. Solid 8-point. Another deadhead. That's another this year's head too. Let's see here real quick. Pretty old buck. Probably 4.5. Tell me what y'all think. If I can get the lighting good. Yeah, it's a pretty good deer. Probably take a couple of as it lay pics real quick, and then I'll pick him up. So I'm about 5.5 miles into today's hike, and this is the first thing I've seen. So we'll keep moving. Well, I just pulled the head off of the body. There he is. Let me try to hold it with this hand. There he is right there. Pretty good buck. Not bad. Kind of cool the way that G3 kind of comes in like it does. Pretty good buck. We'll definitely take him. Well, back in the thick today. Still trying to find some stuff that I can leave behind and bring Levy back in here. We did a little bit of training this morning at the house, but I'm not really trying to push him miles after miles after miles without him finding stuff. I feel like if I could go and find stuff that's never been touched and stuff before, that it might do him some good. So gonna burn some more miles today. Thought it was a leg bone when I first looked over. Chewed chalk base. Big base too. It was probably a pretty nice antler back in its time. That one's pretty old. It's a shame. You tell everybody today is your first birthday. And you don't know it yet, but there's an old shed. I can't even see it in the video. Maybe he won't find it yet. Right there. You can see the beam right there. There's an old shed right there. We just walked up on it. So I'm gonna get him to hunt. And just maybe he can find him one on his birthday. We're gonna do our best. So I'm gonna call him back over here. Levy, come. All right, let's do it. You ready? Levy, come on. Hunt. 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 You never know, you might pull up a different one. Come on, boy, hunt. He's doing good today about his distances and everything. But like I said, this is it's definitely an old shed. So, Levy, come. Come. So hopefully he'll be able to still smell it. Levy, hunt. Hunt. Might be a pretty hard one for him to pick up on. Well, after we circled downwind, Levy, sit. Finally told him to hunt close, and he finally picked it up. There we go. Birthday antler. As happy as I was for him to finally find one that was not messed up, he goes and bites the tip off of it. Yay us. But you see how chalk this thing is? See all the cracks in it? This one's pretty old too, so we still haven't been able to pick up anything even remotely fresh. So here's to hoping they drop them soon.